All right. I am actually recording this session, so I'm going to get started. Hopefully, feel free to jump in anytime. You guys can, this is a free form. There's no specific platform. This is like I mentioned in the introduction. Uh, just wanted to share some strategies, how you buy, how you sell. If you are already trading for some time and you may already know some of these, so this may be boring for you. If not, it's a good refresher. So here's the, just let me know if you're unable to see the screen. Let's see.
We can see it, yeah.
Awesome, awesome. And I have like 40 minutes or so. I'm using Zoom free version, so I may get disconnected after 40 minutes. If I do, then I can just share a another link, hopefully, if we have to, but I'll try to finish before that. It's 6 o'clock here in Chicago, and um, hopefully, wherever you are, you're comfortable, and it's after hours. Hopefully, you're not trading still. You can, but hopefully, you're not. Um, so the agenda I wanted to cover, inshallah, is just how to buy and how to sell. There are multiple ways you can buy, multiple ways you can sell. That's what I want to cover. Just a quick disclaimer: halal session, the um, WhatsApp group that they have, the admins, they are not sponsoring this. They're not part of this. So don't take this wrong, saying they are the ones who are, saying or recommending. So and I am not going to recommend any stocks here or anything else. I'm just trying to show you the tool, I guess. And for my ease, I'm going to use Thinkorswim. But you're welcome to use any other platform. And I do also have Webull and a couple of the ones, but most of the platforms should have what I am showing you today, inshallah. All right, so let's go. Um, and I'm using the Google Slides, so I'm not really good at it. I'm good with PowerPoint, but hopefully we should be able to go, manage this. Um, Again, my name is Abdul Basir. I live in Chicago, and some of the things we want to learn today is just expand on your trading toolbox. You may already know some of these tools, but some other ones which you may not know or which you always wondered how it works. Maybe we could talk about those. So just expand your trading toolbox. By learning these, what you are able to do is you're able to manage your risk more effectively, especially when it comes to, let's say, you are owning a particular position and you don't know what's market's going to happen. Let's say they have a um, earnings coming up, and then you just want to have some trailing stop or some stop loss or something of that nature. Then that gets executed. So you do wanted to learn some of these tools, and then you could set it and forget it. And then let's say you're on vacation, you come back, your portfolio is extremely low or extremely high, and then it went back low, then you might want to execute some of these. So that's what happens when you learn some of these strategies. One of the aspect of learning some of these tools is you can buy with confidence and execute when you're not watching. So you can have your order sitting there, and then let's say for whatever reason, many of you talk about Tesla and some of those big name stocks, so we'll use that as an example. Let's say Tesla goes down for whatever reason to 200 and then jumps back up. If you had an order already there, good to cancel. Then it'll just get executed, so you'll be lucky to get in, or the vice versa. If it jumps too high, you just want to get out regardless. Then it'll, get sold, and then you will be good to go. So you can sell with confidence. You can place stop loss orders, and you can get maximum profits. That's basically the agenda in terms of the session goals. And feel free to jump in if you have any question. Raise your hand or unmute yourself. Again, there's no hard and fast rules here. All right, so let's talk about how to buy. So in terms of buying, you may know a simple buy order. You can just say, hey, I want to buy Tesla, 5 stocks of Tesla, 100 stocks of Tesla at, let's say, 450, and then just set a price. And when the price comes to that particular juncture, and you get a buy order fulfilled, or vice versa. Also can be if you're selling some of those, short selling or whatever you want to do. But so you could basically set a limit, and that's one way of doing it. The other ones are um, the trailing stop upwards or downwards. You can trail a particular stock upwards or can trail a particular stock downwards. So we'll talk about that briefly. And I will actually open up my my platform here and shortly, and we'll cover some of those. Some of the other ones which most people may know, these two, simple buy limit orders, and trailing stop orders. But most of the time, which we ignore, is the one cancels and others. So you can have, let's say, um, you want to buy Tesla, but also you have, let's say, a sufficient amount, a limited amount of money that you don't want to trade more than a particular amount, but you want to get into Tesla, or you want to get into, let's say, GE, or just help me out with any other names, or um, you know, any big name, whatever, a pharmaceutical. You could have three orders at the same time, but if any one of them gets filled, the other one gets automatically canceled. You could let the system do that. Sometimes if you trigger one, let's say for example, you buy MicroStrategies, and then as soon as MicroStrategy gets filled, the other one's also coming down, then you can also trigger your other stocks. Or maybe if you want to buy one particular stock, and then after you buy that, you want to sell the other ones, you could trigger multiple, one buy versus a couple of the triggers, sell stocks. You could do that. You could do some conditional buy. So you say, if SPY goes to a certain limit or NASDAQ hits 5,000 today, then only I want to buy something. You could put some of those conditions, and then your stock, purchase order will basically get executed, and it gets placed, and then it gets filled. You could do, obviously, this is another basic one. You could, does not have to be always dollar based, but you could do a dollar based, meaning $15.50 versus, you can also say, if it goes up by 5% or if it goes down by 5%, I want to place an order. And then again, this is another conditional buy. If index is at a certain level, you want to basically execute your purchases, you want to place your buy orders and all this way. Some of the other ones here, conditioned by, is, let's say you want to have an earnings report is coming up, then you only want to have an order placed into your order tray by a certain time condition, that if today is 19th of January, then and only then I want to do. Or if once the Trump gets inaugurated, you want to execute a particular offer, but guess what? You are going on vacation, you're going on Umrah, or you're going somewhere else, you just want to have an off, order sitting there, you could also do that on a particular time condition buy order you can place. Obviously, you can place a lot of orders. Many times people think that you can only place the order between 8:30 and 3 o'clock. That's not always the case. You can place orders. Many platforms allow you to buy and sell after hours also, even before the market opens, even after the market closes. So you could place GTC orders are good to cancel. They are usually get executed during business hours. But if you want to do after hours, you could also sometimes do that. Some of these conditions will not necessarily get executed after hours, or before hours, but most of the other conditions do apply. Sometimes you could say you want to buy 500 stocks of Tesla, or maybe not 500. I definitely not in my bucket nowadays. At one point, actually, I had 1,000 stocks of Tesla back when it was 48. I sold all of them, so don't get your hopes high. So you want to buy, let's say, 1,000 stocks of something, but a stock hits a particular low point. Um, However, you only want to buy that because you don't want to be in multiple positions. You can execute an order that says all or none. So let's say you want 1,000 of GE, only you may get like 5 or 10, then you don't want to execute that so it doesn't get filled. So that's when you give all or none. So whether all of your stocks, it only executes when an order opens up that big, then and only then you can do that. And then all these different strategies, you could save them in your particular platform, and then you can always come back. Let's say you are very familiar using one triggers many or one cancels another, you can continue to do that, or you can do diagonal of ones where basically you buy one and sell one all a part of one order. You could certainly do that. That's what straddle is all about. So any questions so far? If I'm going too fast, too slow?
No, good. I have one question. If this is Manzoor, by the way, uh, if you put a condition order, like can you put, let's say, market price reaches this price either to sell it, or let's say if you put it as kind of a stop loss?
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely
Uh,
could do that.
I mean, I'm using actually E-Trade. I don't see that option there, you know.
I
So,
let me show you on Thinkorswim, and I think you will be able to see that on E-Trade also. I do have E-Trade, but I don't have the platform installed on my computer today. So maybe inshallah, if it becomes more difficult for you, feel free to ping me, and I will definitely help you out, inshallah.
inshallah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. I'll reach out to you separately. Thank you.
All right.
You're going to expand on all the strategies you just mentioned, right?
Yes, yes, inshallah. I will
Okay.
show you some examples. So we have good time. So inshallah, I will show you all this. But this is um, if not anything, any platform that you're using, they should be able to tell you all this how you do it. So at least the least you could do is you know how to do you know these exist. If you didn't know, at least now you know how, all these things exist. It's I don't try to learn everything in one day. There is no way you can learn everything in one day, but over the time period you will get used to it. Once you get used to one thing, just make sure you're comfortable with that, and then start using that particular strategy, or you can use multiple ones. Everything has its own advantages and disadvantages.
You
All
think
right.
Charles Schwab, sorry about that. Charles Schwab has all these strategies as
Yep.
well, or is it?
these
Oh,
these all these are Charles Schwab does have, and in fact most of the platforms do have these. So I am going to actually go into I think Charles Schwab now owns E-Trade, Ameritrade, sorry. So they should have this. Let's see if I could show you. I opened this one. This is my Thinkorswim platform. Please let me know if you guys can see this.
yes, we can.
All right, so let me do one at a time. Where's my platform? Just give me a sec. There's my presentation though. I can't find my presentation here. Nope.
Try using Alt Tab and you'll find your window.
Yeah, I could probably do that. No, it's not doing. How do I do? Alt tab is here. Let's see, where's my. I was using Google Slide, and I'm not sure how do I exit out of in Google Slide. Tell you what, let's see. That's all right. We just sorry for the inconvenience a little bit. Let's see if I could. Just trying to see my presentation just went somewhere. Uh, okay. I just wanted to be able to follow through it. That's all. So let's see if I could do that. All right. So I have for example, we're trying to buy something. So the standard straight buy, again, I'm using this paper money. Let's say if I want to buy something, all you have to do is, let's say, let's talk about Tesla or anything like that. Let's say Tesla. Yes. Or you guys can give me any other ones. We could also do that. So this is just today. So anytime I want to buy, let's say, for example, this one, you all know this. Let's say if I want to buy this, this is standard order, and you all know this particular how you could do this. So let's say if I want to buy one, this is a limit price of, let's say if I want to do it 200. So that's one way of doing it. The other way is, I think I mentioned about the trailing stop, upwards or downwards. Let's say you want to buy same stock, buy so instead of doing a limit order, you want to do trailing stop. So what you do whenever you do trailing stop for same stock, I would put, let's say, 1, and then I would say whenever it goes to, let's say, $20. So all I'm doing is I am putting a trailing stop of whatever its price is, let's say 453. Anytime it goes below, um, um, let's say I want to do negative. So anytime it goes below $20, then I'll be able to basically. So what this particular one, the difference between these two is, this is a trailing stop, so it just stays there as the market continues to goes down. It just follows it up, and as soon as it jumps up, then that's when it basically fulfills your particular order. So as you can see here in my monitor tab, these are the two orders I have. Even though the as you can see um, stop this one. This is 453, and then what happens is anytime it goes back to whatever level that I put, I could certainly do it basically moves. That's a trailing stop. It does that. Now, the other ones which so most of you know, trailing up or downwards. Again, you can do this for buying as well as selling. No, we'll cover a little bit shortly in the selling also. So somebody was asking me about stop loss, so I think I will cover that in the selling. How about one cancels another? So let's say you want to buy Tesla's. Can you guys give me another stock? Let's
AMD.
AMG. Okay,
AMD.
got it. Yep. So I'll just add here AMD. So let's say you want to buy Tesla or AMD. All right, so this is what we call one cancels another. So what I do is I'll just come here anywhere. I say buy custom. So one cancel again. Most of the tools have this, so I can do it from here, right there. So they give you, this is basically first trigger, one cancel other. But I don't want this one. I want to have my own. So here, I don't think you could see this screen. So let's see if I can make this, minimize this. So these are the different types of the orders that I was talking about earlier. I mentioned here in our thing, one cancels, one triggers, and all these things, even though they are all separate by itself, but obviously the platform shows you all. So this is what most people do, the single order. But if you want to do one cancels other, this is one cancel other. So what happens is you basically enter this first order, and then let's say this is to buy, let's say you want to buy one AMD. I'm sorry. And how do I add the second order? Let's say I want to buy one. So if I buy AMD at, let's say, I'm intentionally putting all these weird number. So just don't worry about the price points. So here in this particular order, what I'm doing is it's a one cancel other. So if any one of these prices meet, so I could, let's say I have $1,000 in my account, or whatever the account is. So I can enter these two accounts, because usually platform doesn't allow you to enter multiple orders for two things. So this way you could say, okay, I can have AMD or Tesla, one or the other, or whatever quantity you have. I put confirm and send. So what happens is here it's saying my first order is this, to buy one AMD at 25. If that doesn't get fulfilled, one or the other. If one of these price points meet, let's say I get I'm filled on Tesla first, then my AMD gets automatically canceled. So let's see if I could go back into my monitor tab. So as you can see, these two are only one order, even though I have two. If for whatever reason Tesla is dropping today, then if it drops to this particular limit, 52, before this goes to 25, then I'll be executed with Tesla order first. And then this will get null and void. So that's another one way of doing it.
I completely missed it. I don't know how you do that.
Okay.
One or the other order, please. I don't know
Absolutely.
other people understood it or not, but I completely missed it.
Yep, no worries. I will show you this one more time. But you understand the concept of it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now let me tell you how I'm doing it here in this particular platform, and this is Charles Schwab or Thinkorswim. So you go to basically any stock, or I have here charts. I could do it from charts, or if I could do it from here directly here, also I could just go from here, Microsoft.
This is your watch list?
This is my watch list. Yes, this is my
Okay.
watch list. This is the chart, or I could actually type in on the stock itself also. I could do it from here, or I could do it from anywhere else. So, are you comfortable with the watch list? Do you want me to do it from watch list?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. I just want you to follow, right? So I'm
Sure.
repeating this. So let's say I want to do AMD and Microsoft. So I click on this. I say buy. Once I went for buy, within the E-Trade right here, it says advance orders. So this is standard single order. What I say is, I want to have one cancel other.
Oh, okay.
Once I have this particular, so I want to buy, let's say, two Microsoft at, let's say, at 400. So that's $800. But the other order is I want to buy, Tesla. So now I put a second order of Tesla here. Let's say I want to buy two Teslas. If Tesla goes to 352. You with me so far?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So now what I did, I put these two, but only one of them gets executed. I don't know which one reaches this particular price point. I am putting a limit order. So I basically press confirm, and then this is basically this particular order. It's kind of hard to see on this platform.
Yeah.
But let's see, this is, this one. This is my other order. As you can see, the Tesla limit order. Sorry. The Tesla limit order, one cancels others, or the other one is basically, if I just double click on that, also it will tell me. I don't know how to expand on this one, but here's that's this particular. As you can see, this whole thing is lining up. It's only one order. These two, either I can buy two Microsoft or two Tesla, whichever reaches this particular price point, that's when it gets executed. Let's say if Microsoft reaches 437, then my, actually it's at 430, so this will get fulfilled very fast. The As soon as the price point reaches to that limit, and then this will get executed, the other order will just cancel itself. Make sense?
Yes, sir. Thanks.
All right. So the other ones I was talking about is one triggers many. This usually comes into handy is, let's say you have multiple stocks and then you want to sell, sell because of just give me any particular one. The market is bad, let's say, or indexes. Let's say you have two Teslas, and then when you sell one Tesla, you want to buy 20 AMD. You could do that. So what you do is basically one trigger many. So let's say, or you could say whenever I'm because I'm going to jump into the sell one. So let's say you want to sell. I do not have this, but let's say I want to sell one Tesla, and then one. Sorry, I think you guys want to see this also. So one, the order type is first trigger, all or many. So what I do is, so as soon as this gets sold, let's say I want to put this at 953, and then I want to buy AMD. Where's AMD here in my watch list? I click on that and I put buy of, let's say, 20 AMD, and let's say I want to buy 10 AVGO at, I could give 100 price or I could give market price, whatever it is. I could do any price I want. There you go. So I could do multiple way. So the condition is here is that I put a sell order for one Tesla. As soon as I get out of it, I know market is really down. That's the only time it went down. Then as soon as I get out of Tesla, I immediately want to execute this particular order. Again, I do not have to be doing this while market is fluctuating. I could put these ahead of time before market opens or a day before or 5 days before, and I could put these as good to cancel. So then they will basically go into the extended market next day and all that stuff. The reason it's not letting me do the this because I have market here. So I'm going to change this to a limit price. That's fine. There you go. So this particular one, as you can see, this is one triggers these three orders of buy. I sell one and three buys. Come on. I think I kind of told you guys I got like 10 more minutes, so I'm going to jump into the sell one. So any other questions? Any questions so far? Does this make sense? I kind of covered multiple of these conditional buys. I'll show one more condition buy on the um, same thing. Let's go with Tesla. I want to buy Tesla. All right. All right, I want to buy Tesla on a particular, you know, condition. As here's another condition. This is another window. I click on this wheel, and then you get this condition. You want to buy Tesla one, and this could be on another, it could be index or anything. Let's say ES, when ES is volume index or uh, greater than whatever percentage. If the market goes, let's say 10%, you want to basically, so now this is going to be based on that particular condition. If that condition meets, that's when your order gets executed. Guys are with me so far?
This is a volume condition, right?
Yes. This is I mean, I just use that as an example, but
Yeah,
you could use any condition you want with this volume index I did. But let's say you could even say bid is, bid is at, whatever's ES is today at 6,000 points. Let's say for whatever reason, it's let's say well, I guess I'm going to use a different one. Let's see. For whatever reason, you could put an index also or another stock. What is this doing threshold? I don't want any threshold. I want to buy Tesla link main annual. So let's say you want to put Apple is bid at Um, um, what is this threshold? 20. I think it's doing because I'm doing it after hours. Bid is not allowed in order conditions because market centers can report order in a little bit. Yeah, so it's not meeting certain conditions, but all I was trying to show you is you could make this conditional on some other stock or some other index. That's basically you would do through this wheel here, and then this basically this will give you multiple conditions. You can base this on different stock or index. You can also put a limit order. You can do all those different types. You can also do the date. You can submit at a certain date, a future date, if it's happening on a particular date. Let's say you have earnings coming up on 2nd of January for whatever reason, then you could do is 1/2/2025, and then your order would basically get executed at that point. Why is this threshold? I don't know why this threshold is giving me. Nope. And that's kind of the I am unable to do that. I'm running out of time on that one, but that's kind of the idea for that particular one. If you want to do a conditional buy, or if you want to do time condition and all that stuff. Any questions? Same thing on the how to sell. You could do the reverse of everything I kind of showed in the one cancels another and all that stuff, and I'll show you one or two on that. And then you could always save all these strategies. So let's say, for example, I want to clear all my orders here. Let's see if I could do that. And as you can see, if I cancel it, the whole group of orders gets canceled together because they are executed together and all that stuff. Now, if you probably know the standard sell, you would say like however you want to sell. Like for example, you do one, and then you say a limit of, 800 or whatever, and then you all know how to put a sell order like that, the standard sell order. But if you do want to do a conditional sell, let's say you want to sell uh, one, let's say you have 100, but you only want to sell two of these, and then you want to buy as soon as you sell two, you want to buy the next one. Let's say you want to buy a couple of these ones. So you do 100 of these, and then you say, okay, fine, you want to buy this at this particular price. During 5 orders, first triggers 2. All right. So as you could see, this particular order I have here is to sell one Google, and then as soon as I sell Google, once that gets executed, this other order will be filled. So to save these strategies, if you go back into your trade, anytime you have a particular strategy, let's say you basically create your strategy, and then you will have your strategy saved as let's say this particular one I want to do one cancel. All right. Let's say buy this, sell this. All right. So if I want to save this particular one order, I could basically do is save this strategy as whatever we want to call it, tools, Sorry. Why is this not working? Confirm this. Save it. Oh yeah, right here. So once you execute a particular strategy, you could save this as for future ones. So this way, it will stay in your basically in your toolbox. You can always come back, and then whenever you're creating a new one, you could always go back and bring that particular order and play from there. Um, all right, that's pretty much what I just wanted to give you guys thirst on that, how to you know buy and how to sell, and these are different conditional orders you could do, and then you could basically you know set up some triggers. Also, oh yeah, I could show you that. You probably already know how to set up triggers. So for example, if I am watching let's say Tesla. Uh, Let me go down here. And for whatever reason, if Tesla goes to a particular limit, I want to set up some triggers. I could create an alert. And let's say if Tesla goes to 236, um, I can just notify me, show that book. All right. So as you can see, it creates an alert. It can also send you an email in certain formats. It can call you in some other location platforms, but in TD Ameritrade,